Have you ever wondered why Italians seem to live longer, healthier lives than Americans, defying the odds of aging with vibrant energy and vitality well into their 80s and beyond? The secret isn't in their genes or healthcare system. It's in 4 simple, everyday habits that anyone can adopt, starting today. In this video, I'm unveiling these Italian longevity secrets that could add decades to your life, transforming how you eat, move, connect, and manage stress in ways most Americans have never considered. From a 78-year-old Ohio woman whose blood pressure dropped 40 points in just 3 months to the surprising truth about why gym culture might be aging you faster, these insights will completely reshape how you think about growing older. You need to watch until the end because the 4th secret, a philosophy called La Dolce Vita, is so powerful yet so simple that it could change your life in just 1 hour, giving you the key to not just living longer, but living better with energy, joy, and health for years to come. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Difference 1. The Italian meal ritual versus American speed eating. One of the most striking contrasts between Italian and American lifestyles lies in their approach to meals, a difference that has profound implications for health and longevity. The Italian meal ritual, deeply rooted in tradition, prioritizes slow, mindful eating and social connection, while the American tendency towards speed eating, often while distracted, can undermine health and accelerate aging. Research from Harvard Medical School underscores the benefits of leisurely dining, revealing that individuals who take at least 20 minutes to eat their meals exhibit significantly lower rates of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and obesity compared to those who rush through meals in under 10 minutes. Over 50 years of studies on the Mediterranean diet, which is closely tied to traditional Italian eating habits, consistently show that Italians who adhere to these practices enjoy longer, healthier lives with remarkably low rates of cardiovascular disease and other chronic conditions. To understand why this matters, consider what happens in the body during a typical American meal. Take, for example, 72-year-old Frank from Texas, who, like many Americans, used to grab a fast food meal and consume it in his car in just 7 minutes. This rushed eating style prevents the brain from receiving proper satiety signals, leading to overeating and subsequent blood sugar spikes. The digestive system, under pressure to process food quickly, experiences chronic stress, which over time accelerates organ aging and increases the risk of metabolic disorders. The average American meal, lasting just 7 minutes, is often consumed while multitasking, watching TV, scrolling on a phone, or driving. This triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol, which interfere with digestion and nutrient absorption, further compounding health issues. In contrast, the Italian approach to meals is a deliberate, almost sacred ritual that prioritizes both physical and emotional well-being. Traditional Italian families dedicate at least 20 to 30 minutes to each meal, gathering around the table without distractions like screens or work. They chew slowly, savoring each bite, and engage in meaningful conversation, fostering a sense of community and relaxation. This practice is not merely cultural. It's a scientifically validated strategy for longevity. Slow eating allows the brain's satiety signals to kick in, reducing the likelihood of overeating. It also lowers cortisol levels, which minimizes inflammation and enhances nutrient absorption by up to 40%, according to nutritional research. The parasympathetic nervous system, responsible for rest and digest functions, is activated during these relaxed meals, promoting optimal digestion and reducing strain on the body. For Frank, adopting the Italian 20-minute meal rule was transformative. By setting a timer for 20 minutes and focusing on eating slowly, he naturally reduced his portion sizes without feeling deprived. His digestion improved, his energy levels stabilized, RTX stabilized, and he lost 25 pounds over several months without following a restrictive diet. This simple change highlights the profound impact of mindful eating. Conversely, the consequences of speed eating are severe. Rapid consumption causes insulin spikes that drive systemic inflammation, damaging arteries, joints, and vital organs. Cardiologists at Johns Hopkins report that individuals who eat quickly face a 200% higher risk of developing metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions including high blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, and visceral fat accumulation that significantly shortens lifespan. This inflammatory cascade accelerates cellular aging, contributing to chronic diseases and reducing overall life expectancy. The solution is straightforward and accessible to everyone, requiring no special tools or costly interventions. To adopt the Italian approach, start with your next meal. Set a timer for 20 minutes and commit to not finishing until the timer goes off. Put your fork down between bites, chew each mouthful thoroughly, and focus on the sensory experience of your food, its flavors, textures, and aromas. If you're dining with others, turn mealtime into a social occasion by engaging in light, pleasant conversation, which further reduces stress and enhances digestion. This single habit can naturally curb overeating, improve nutrient uptake, lower stress hormones, and begin reversing the damage caused by years of rushed meals. The benefits are cumulative, and the sooner you start, the greater the impact on your long-term health. Begin today. Don't wait for a perfect moment to transform your eating habits. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Difference 2. Daily movement versus gym culture. The second key difference between Italian and American lifestyles lies in their approach to physical activity, with Italians favoring consistent, gentle movement woven into daily life and Americans often adhering to a gym-centric, high-intensity exercise model. This distinction has significant implications for aging and overall health. According to research from the Mayo Clinic, individuals who engage in regular, low-intensity movement throughout the day live significantly longer than those who rely on sporadic, intense workouts followed by extended periods of sedentary behavior. The Italian model of incidental exercise, movement naturally integrated into daily routines, offers a sustainable, low-stress alternative that promotes longevity without the risks associated with aggressive fitness regimens. Consider 68-year-old Carol from Arizona, who, like many Americans, subscribe to the gym culture. She would dedicate 3 hours twice a week to intense cardio and weightlifting sessions, pushing her body to its limits, only to remain largely inactive for the rest of the week. This all-or-nothing approach, common in the U.S., often leads to unintended consequences. Intense exercise spikes cortisol levels, causes joint inflammation, and can leave individuals, especially older adults, feeling drained rather than energized. Studies indicate that this pattern of high-intensity workouts followed by prolonged inactivity generates oxidative stress, which accelerates cellular aging and increases the risk of injuries, particularly in people over 60. Over time, this approach can exacerbate joint pain, muscle strain, and even cardiovascular stress, as noted by orthopedic specialists at Harvard Medical School. In contrast, Italians embrace a lifestyle of incidental exercise, incorporating gentle movement into their daily routines without labeling it as exercise. They walk to local markets, climb stairs instead of taking elevators, tend to small gardens, or stroll through their neighborhoods, accumulating physical activity naturally throughout the day. This consistent, low-level movement keeps the cardiovascular system engaged, maintains muscle mass, and promotes healthy circulation without triggering the inflammatory responses associated with intense workouts. For example, a typical Italian might walk 20 to 30 minutes daily while running errands or socializing, accumulating health benefits without the need for a gym membership or specialized equipment. This approach aligns with the body's natural aging process, avoiding the wear and tear that high-impact exercises can inflict on aging joints and connective tissues. When Carol adopted this Italian-style movement, she replaced her grueling gym sessions with 30-minute daily walks at a comfortable pace, often while chatting with neighbors or running errands. The results were remarkable. Her joint pain diminished, her energy levels soared, and her sleep quality improved significantly. Unlike the American gym culture, which often prioritizes intensity over consistency, the Italian model emphasizes sustainability. High-impact workouts, while effective for younger individuals, can cause microscopic injuries to aging joints and tissues, leading to chronic inflammation and long-term mobility issues. The boom and bust cycle of intense exercise followed by rest disrupts the body's natural rhythms, preventing the steady metabolic benefits of regular, gentle movement. Adopting the Italian approach requires no financial investment or drastic lifestyle changes, making it accessible to everyone. To start, identify opportunities to weave movement into your existing routine. Park your car farther from store entrances to add a few extra steps. Choose stairs over elevators or escalators. Walk around your home during phone calls or take a stroll to nearby destinations instead of driving. Activities like gardening, light housework, or gentle stretching also count toward your daily movement goal. Aim for a total of 30 minutes of low-intensity activity spread throughout the day, focusing on consistency rather than intensity. This approach supports joint health, preserves energy, and enhances circulation without overtaxing the body. The benefits of this lifestyle are profound, especially for older adults. Regular, gentle movement reduces the risk of chronic conditions, improves mental clarity, and supports emotional well-being by fostering social connections during activities like walking with friends. Unlike gym-based workouts, which can feel isolating or exhausting, incidental exercise integrates seamlessly into daily life, making it easier to maintain long-term. Don't wait for the right time to begin. Start incorporating small, intentional movements into your routine today, and your body will thank you with increased vitality and resilience as you age. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Difference 3. Community connection versus social isolation. The third critical distinction between Italian and American approaches to aging lies in the stark contrast between robust community connections and the growing epidemic of social isolation. This difference is not merely a matter of lifestyle preference. It is a critical determinant of health and longevity, particularly for seniors. Social isolation has emerged as a silent killer, with profound implications for both physical and mental well-being. A landmark study from Johns Hopkins University, which followed over 16,000 adults for more than a decade, revealed that social isolation increases the risk of premature death by an alarming 50%. This risk is comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day or living with severe obesity. The study further demonstrated that individuals with strong social networks not only lived significantly longer but also exhibited better cognitive function, lower rates of age-related diseases such as heart disease and diabetes, and improved overall health compared to their socially isolated counterparts. In Italy, social connection is woven into the fabric of daily life, creating a natural buffer against the detrimental effects of loneliness. Take, for example, 83-year-old Yeppy from a small Italian village. Every Sunday, he gathers with his extended family, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, for a lively multi-generational meal filled with animated conversations, shared stories, and laughter. These gatherings are not just social events. They reinforce his role as a valued family member and provide a sense of purpose and belonging that sustains his emotional and physical health. Beyond family, Italian culture fosters community engagement through daily interactions at local markets, cafes, and piazzas, where neighbors exchange greetings, share news, and offer mutual support. These traditions ensure that Italians of all ages remain deeply integrated into their communities, reducing the risk of isolation as they age. Contrast this with the experience of 76-year-old Linda from Michigan, who represents a growing number of American seniors facing social isolation. Linda eats most of her meals alone, often in front of the television, having lost touch with many friends over the years. Her adult children, busy with their own lives, visit only during holidays, leaving her with limited social contact. This isolation extends far beyond emotional loneliness. It triggers a cascade of biological changes that accelerate aging and increase vulnerability to disease. Chronic loneliness creates a state of persistent stress, flooding the body with inflammatory chemicals such as cortisol and weakening the immune system. When the brain perceives social isolation, it interprets it as a survival threat, activating the body's fight-or-flight response. This heightened state of alert, designed for short-term emergencies, becomes harmful when sustained over time. Research shows that lonely seniors have elevated cortisol levels, increased blood pressure, and higher markers of inflammation, all of which contribute directly to serious health conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and cognitive decline. The physiological toll of social isolation is profound. Studies indicate that isolated seniors face a 64% higher risk of developing dementia, significantly elevated rates of depression and anxiety, and immune systems that function as though they belong to someone a decade older. Social isolation even impacts the brain at a structural level, with research showing that a lack of regular social interaction leads to measurable shrinkage in areas responsible for memory, decision-making, and emotional regulation. The inflammatory changes caused by chronic loneliness further exacerbate the risk of chronic diseases, including cancer, while impairing the body's ability to heal from injuries or fight infections. These effects are not abstract. They directly shorten lifespan and diminish quality of life. Italian culture offers a powerful antidote to this crisis through traditions that prioritize intergenerational and community connection. The Sunday family meal, a sacred ritual in Italy, brings together young and old to share food, stories, and laughter, fostering bonds that endure across generations. Beyond the family, Italians maintain strong ties with their neighbors and local communities through daily routines, such as shopping at local markets or gathering at cafes. These interactions, while seemingly small, provide consistent human contact that bolsters emotional resilience and physical health. They are, in essence, longevity practices that protect against the ravages of isolation. For Americans, adopting elements of this Italian approach does not require a complete overhaul of lifestyle or access to expensive social clubs. Simple, intentional actions can make a significant difference. Start by implementing the Italian Sunday strategy. Designate one day each week for meaningful social connection, whether it's hosting a family meal, calling old friends, or participating in community activities. Engaging in volunteer work, joining religious organizations, attending community center events, or participating in hobby groups can create opportunities to build relationships with like-minded individuals. Even brief, daily interactions, such as chatting with a neighbor, exchanging pleasantries with a store clerk, or greeting fellow walkers, can accumulate to provide significant health benefits when integrated into a routine. The key is consistency. Making social connection a non-negotiable part of your week can have a transformative impact on your health and longevity. Don't let another week pass without scheduling meaningful social contact. Your brain, body, and lifespan depend on it more than you might realize. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Difference 4. Stress philosophy. La Dolce Vita versus American hustle culture. The fourth and perhaps most surprising distinction between Italian and American longevity lies in their fundamentally different approaches to stress, productivity, and the pace of daily life. What if the secret to living past 100 isn't about doing more, but embracing a philosophy of doing less? Italian culture embodies the concept of La Dolce Vita, the sweet life, which prioritizes rest, relaxation, and stress management as essential pillars of health and longevity. In contrast, the American hustle culture glorifies constant productivity, even into retirement, creating a relentless cycle of stress that takes a devastating toll on health. Research from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, underscores the physiological impact of chronic stress, revealing that it accelerates cellular aging by shortening telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes that determine how quickly cells age and die. Shortened telomeres are directly linked to a reduced lifespan and increased risk of age-related diseases. For many Americans, the pressure to remain productive persists long after retirement. Consider 69-year-old Henry from Florida, who, even after leaving his career, maintains a high-stress lifestyle. He fills his days with endless activities, obligations, and worries about finances, health, and family issues. This constant busyness keeps his body in a perpetual state of fight-or-flight activation, flooding his system with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. While these hormones are critical for short-term survival situations, their chronic elevation is toxic, leading to a host of health problems. Studies show that individuals with chronic stress age at the cellular level 40% faster than those who incorporate regular stress management practices. This accelerated aging manifests in higher rates of heart disease, hypertension, diabetes, and cognitive decline, all of which shorten both lifespan and health span. In contrast, Italian culture embraces a slower, more intentional pace of life that naturally mitigates stress. La Dolce Vita is not about laziness or lack of ambition, as some Americans might perceive it. Rather, it's a deliberate choice to prioritize well-being over productivity. Italians incorporate stress-relieving practices into their daily routines, such as leisurely meals with loved ones, afternoon naps, known as riposo, and unhurried walks through their neighborhoods. These practices are not indulgences but essential components of a lifestyle that promotes longevity. For example, a typical Italian might spend an hour savoring a meal with family or friends, engaging in conversation and laughter, which naturally lowers cortisol levels and fosters emotional resilience. These moments of connection and relaxation act as a counterbalance to life's inevitable stresses, allowing the body to recover and repair. The physiological benefits of this approach are well documented. Chronic stress, as experienced by many Americans, triggers a cascade of harmful effects. Elevated cortisol levels damage blood vessels, increase inflammation, and impair immune function, making the body more susceptible to infections and chronic diseases. In contrast, regular stress management practices, such as those embedded in Italian culture, help maintain healthy telomere length, reduce inflammation, and support immune function. For instance, a study published in the journal Nature found that individuals who practice mindfulness, relaxation, or social connection-based activities have lower levels of inflammatory markers and better cellular health than those who remain in a constant state of stress. Adopting the Italian approach to stress doesn't require moving to a Mediterranean village or abandoning all responsibilities. Americans can start by incorporating small, intentional practices into their daily lives. For example, set aside time each day for a leisurely activity, such as reading, gardening, or sharing a meal with loved ones without distractions. Practice saying no to non-essential obligations to create space for rest. Even a 10-minute daily walk, free from the pressure to check emails or multitask, can significantly reduce stress hormones and improve mental clarity. Additionally, mindfulness techniques, such as deep breathing or meditation, can be easily integrated into a busy schedule to help calm the nervous system. By prioritizing rest and connection over constant productivity, Americans can emulate the Italian philosophy of La Dolce Vita and unlock the health benefits that come with a more balanced, stress-conscious approach to life. In summary, the Italian practices of fostering community connection and embracing a stress-reducing lifestyle offer powerful lessons for healthy aging. By prioritizing meaningful social interactions and adopting a slower, more intentional pace of life, Americans can mitigate the devastating effects of social isolation and chronic stress, paving the way for a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. That's it, folks. The 4 Italian longevity secrets that could add decades to your life, from the 20-minute meal ritual to gentle daily movement, strong community connections, and embracing La Dolce Vita to manage stress. These simple, powerful practices have transformed lives, like Brenda's in Ohio and Frank's in Texas, proving it's never too late to age with vitality and joy. So, what have you learned from these secrets today? Which one resonates with you the most? Maybe it's slowing down your meals, weaving movement into your day, reconnecting with loved ones, or taking time to pause and relax. Drop a comment below this video and share one thing you've learned and plan to bring into your life starting today. I read every comment and can't wait to hear your stories. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more life-changing insights to help you live longer, healthier, and happier.